Hello world, just a few updates. Off the inverter, it's a bit difficult to get to the plugs, including the USB. In my case, it's under this bench, which also turns into a bed. So to get around that, I've just been using spare parts around the house. I happen to have an extension cord where one of the ends got cut, so no big deal. I was able to repurpose it, make a box. This box here, it has 4 outlets, but that doesn't mean I'm going to run all 4 at the same time. I have that more as convenience. Plug in your 4 items, leave them plugged in, and just go about your business and use them one by one. Just pay attention to not, overuse the inverter while it's going. Then as far as the USB, well, I have a long enough cable, but now I have to power the inverter itself off of the battery just to charge a tablet or a phone. So to get around that, I've added 2 of these plugs. These are 12 volts, and they will bolt directly on to the positive and the negative of your battery. And these are great. I mean, you could move them around, put them on the front of your car if you want to put them under the hood. But for my house battery, I'll have one for my AC DC refrigerator, and the on off switch is on the refrigerator. And then I'll put in a car port with USB and use the DC. So you bypass the energy usage of the inverter. One last thing, on this board, I put these 2 items in. This happens to be from the solar charge controller to be able to monitor, and this is the on-off power supply for the inverter. Let me plug them in and show you what they look like. All right. There's that. It's a little bit goofy. I might do in another video. I'll show you how it looks when it's all built in. All right, so there we go. We're in. The back of this panel, these are just the ugly side. And real quick, I just made this product. It bolts on there. This is strain relief, so they don't get yanked out. I just looped it around, tied a little knot. So when this gets bolted on to my closet, everything's cool and it's in place. What I want to show you here is, again, this is the panel for the solar charge controller. This is the on-off for the inverter. And that gets mounted. That's my closet. The clothes are off right now, but that's going to get mounted up here. So with all that said and done, this is how I happen to set up my solar system inside a Toyota minivan. And one last thing I just want to show you is what I do with the shunt. I just want to talk about some things you maybe use or won't use. This happens to be an ability to display what's going out or what's going in for your battery, say to determine how much you're drawing or how much you're putting in, and it comes with the shunt. That's on online. I bought this from Amazon, but it might be something you can skip if you just want a real cheap and easy system. Here's a better example of what it looks like. This happens to be from this company, Bayite, Bayite, and they're on Amazon. That you could probably skip. And then I mentioned it in a prior video. This happens to be a fuse block that you could also skip. And my prior video, I tell a little bit more about this setup. But anywho, it's just a remote deal that I've got going on with a few upgrades today. Wanted to share with you. Thank you.